Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to export a game for the BBC Micro. The BBC Micro is a bit of a nuisance because you need to actually do some stuff inside of BeebEm or inside of an emulator that can manipulate the disk images. Let me show you how to do that. I've got a project open right here, and now let me go export this for BBC Micro, and Lantern will do its thing. It'll write out all the source code and assemble it for you. But that may take a second. There we go. So it says the export is complete. There's a file called ADV data and a basic file named load.txt in the directory. And then it shows the directory where the project is. Okay, actually it's missing the project directory. I will go fix that. And now what we need to do is open up BeebEm and go attach that stuff. But before I do that, let me just pop over to the directory where this stuff is. It should be in, the thing was called IceQuest BBC Micro. There it is. So it ends up in the project name underscore the platform name. Let's go in there. And you can see that there's a file called load.txt and there's a file called ADV data. ADV data that's your game. And load.txt, let's just more that and see what's in there. Load.txt. And you can see that that's a basic file. So what this basic file does is it loads the game into memory and then saves it out to the disk, putting the appropriate load address and file size on it, as well as a name. And then you can actually run the program using the star run command. So what we're going to do is create a disk image and attach our game to it, and then we're going to run this basic file to actually rewrite our game with all the header information so we can run it. So let me pop open BeebEm here. That's the emulator I'm going to use, BeebEm. There we go. And then let me create a new disk image here. So I'm going to say File, we're to Disk Options, New Disk 0. Let me undo the Write Protect thingy there. Undo the Write Protect and then say New Disk 0. And it's going to ask me to save this thing. So I'm going to put this in the same folder where I put the project, which is going to be, it was IceQuest BBC Micro. IceQuest BBC Micro. There we go. So let's call this thing. The game was called IceQuest, so I'll call the disk IceQuest, and I'll leave it as .ssd and save it. And if I do like a star cat, there's nothing on there. So now what we want to do is load in the ADV data right here in our shell. So let me load that. So I forgot how to do that. Oh, no, the emulator does that for me. I just go to File, Disk, it's Edit, Import Files to Disk. There we go. And let's add that to Disk 0. And now let's go grab ADV data, which is in IceQuest BBC Micro. There it is, IceQuest BBC Micro. I'm going to have to change the file extension there to be able to see it. There it is. And you can see it's 14K. There we go. Let's go grab that. And the file successfully imported. If I do a star cat, we should be able to see that. There it is, ADV data. Now the problem is that's just a blob of data with no file header on it. So we've got to get a file header on it somehow. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up, I'm going to go to that directory where that game is, where Lantern wrote that out, IceQuest BBC Micro. And in there, that file, load, there it is, load.txt. Let's open that up. And you can see here's the commands. It's a basic program to load that data file into hex address 2000. And then it's going to use the disk command to save it out back to the disk. And I guess you could change the file name if you wanted to. So what this is doing is it's saying write out that many bytes starting there with that name, and then that's like the load address the next time you run it. and then it's just going to dump out the info for it, and then it's going to delete the file. So if you want to change your file name, you can do that here. I didn't have Lantern do that because it looks like the file names have to be 6 characters, and it just the default is kind of 8 in Lantern. So I just thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to people to rename their own files. So now all I have to do is just copy and paste all this, and I'm going to go back to BeebEm, and I'm just going to go to Edit, Paste, hit Enter. Now I should be able to just run this. Okay, there it is. So let's do a star cat. And now see, now we have ADV game, and ADV data is gone, right? Because we deleted it in that basic program. And now I should be able to do a star load ADV game. Oh, no, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do star run ADV game. And there it is, right? North. Okay, so ace skates. Should be a pair of skates. That's actually the way I wrote the game. The Lantern's behaving correctly there. So there it is. There's how to get your game in the BBC Micro. I apologize that it takes a bunch of steps, and if you know a better way to do it, by all means, let me know, because then I'll update Lantern to make everything a little bit more smooth. But and if you have any problems, as always, just email me. I'll be happy to take a look at it and try to fix them.